Any other questions on the road issue specifically? Because otherwise we're going to move back to the questions. So we'll take these two and then.
Let me ask you, when was the last time you were up there in Gold Butte? The reason I asked that because I was up there again last week, and they're putting up more new signs, taking down some signs, changing signs, and I know you're aware that if you stray off these roads that are marked, you can be fined up to $100,000. I've been going to Gold Butte since last part of the 1960s.
Has anyone been fined recently?
And so, you know, these things change.
Has anybody been fined by the BLM for going off road?
I have the pictures.
No, I'm asking whether people have been fined. I haven't.
And this is what we face every time we go up there. So things change.
So people have been fined?
Our understanding is that there is very, very good compliance to stay on designated roads in Gold Butte, and we have a resident ranger that has good communication with the public. So our understanding is that people are staying on designated roads for the most part.
I'd just like to see that if there's an existing road, I'd like to see it very difficult for them to close it once it's open.
Right.
Because what happens is, I mean, they come out there and they see it, well, a turtle got hit on that road, you gotta close the road. This is what is really scary. I've seen it up on Cedar Mountain, the Forest Service doing it up there. They're closing roads arbitrarily because they say, well, the road's too close to a stream, or the road's too close to this, or so they just close it. I mean, there's no input. We tried at Mammoth Creek.
And that's the difference in this legislation, and one of the reasons for the advisory council is to ensure that those types of unilateral decisions aren't made without the local community knowing about it, having input on it, hearing the justification for it, so that changes. Right now, we don't have that.
Maybe on a closed road, maybe there ought to be an appeal process.
Okay, good suggestion.
So, we have a question here from Mary K. Washburn, completely different direction. I'm just going to read it. Overton has suffered from the recession, and then the closure of Overton Beach, and more recently the closure of the marina at Echo Bay. Please don't seal our fate by directing all the recreational traffic, especially the boaters, by creating a launch ramp on the east side of the lake. Use that money for the Echo Bay Marina, and she asks everyone to visit the Facebook page at Moapa Valley Revitalization Project.
So again, just to clarify, the legislation in no way determines where a dock would go. It says that the local advisory council with the secretary within 2 years, right? 2 years. Must determine where dock access would go, how many dock accesses there would be, and in which communities those would be located. That is a process, again, that we do not have now, and I've heard now from multiple communities that want input and a say in where that access should go, and we want to make sure that that's honored. So that is a very key provision that is unique to this version of the bill.
Next question is from Penny Valone. I hope I've got to pronounce that right. Do you realize that promoting Virgin Valley Mesquite tourism bypasses Moapa Valley's tourism that has failed since closing Overton Beach Marina to now Echo Bay? Moapa needs more help. Probably just follow in line with the same question. This one is from Vernon Lee. The Moapa Band of Paiutes believes the BLM has not considered tribal concerns. This area needs improvement.
I appreciate the tribal leaders who are here, and we are going to be meeting with them, and it's required by federal law that the tribes have more of a say and are key partners in any decisions that are made around these areas. So we will definitely have them at the table.
I've got a follow-up one here from Darren Debata, and the question right after it leads into it. He's got two parts. One is economic development regarding Moapa Band of Paiutes, concerned about water rights, and notes that the tribal corporate charter regarding educating us.
He was fishing wildlife.
Okay. One actually.
My question is, we've had our adjudicated water rights back in DC for the last 30+ years. And for us to do the economic development, like our solar project, we had to sign a water settlement agreement, well, 5 years ago. And so we're still waiting for our federal adjudicated water rights to be quantified. And, for a tribe to move forward, it's hard for us to utilize our water because it's beneficial use that we're putting to right now instead of federal adjudicated water rights, our senior water rights. That's what we're looking for. And the second part is, there's 27 tribes in Nevada, and we're one of the few tribes that have a corporate charter. And we're trying to use our corporate charter for economic development, and we're running into hurdles with other agencies because they've never, for example, Fish and Wildlife. In the state of Nevada, no tribe has used their corporate charter to do economic development. There's examples of Arizona tribes and examples of California tribes that use their corporate charter in this region. And that's the hurdle we're running into right now. We're just wondering if you can help us support us on educating Fish and Wildlife.
Yes. Yes, we will do that. One of the subcommittees on natural resources is, tribal affairs, and so we will connect offline and talk about how we can both see where the water rights adjudication issue is, as well as getting the agencies to understand best practice with, working with our tribal governments. So we will work with you.